Welcome back to Eyewitness News this morning. 436-1212. That's the number to call if you have a question that you'd like to have answered by Charley O'Hara, our lawyer, in the studio today. Charley, thanks so much for being here.
Sure.
We have a couple of different cases we're talking about right now as far as the news goes. One of them, I want to kind of clarify is gun rules a little bit. The driver says that she saw a gun and then heard a gunshot fired in her direction on the bus. No kids were on the bus. But if this did happen, the person who fired that gun, what charges could they face? And what's the difference between firing at an empty car or firing at a car with somebody inside of it?
Well, there's a huge difference. I mean, if it's empty, you're not going to hurt anybody, hopefully, as long as you shoot the car. I guess you could always, the bullet could go wild and hit someone somewhere else. But if you shoot at a vehicle with someone in there or a house with someone in there, it's a very serious crime. If you shoot at an empty vehicle, it's still a crime because you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be damaging things, but it's not nearly as serious. I mean, if you shoot a car with someone in there or a bus with someone in there, someone could get shot, someone could get hurt, someone could die. And that makes it a much more serious crime.
Where is the line, too, on if this did happen, again, this is all hypothetical, this is nothing that we know for a fact, if the person that did this was, say, 16 as opposed to 17, or does it depend on the severity of the crime at that point?
Well, it really doesn't change the severity of the crime. It can change the severity of the punishment, and it controls what court it goes into. If you're under 18, unless it's a certain kind of a crime or there's certain things involved, you're supposed to be treated in juvenile court. Juvenile court only has jurisdiction of people until they're 23 and a half. However, if you're older and it's a very serious crime, they can actually move that up and have you tried as an adult. Usually if you're under 18, you're going to be held and you're going to be in juvenile court, and juvenile court tries to be rehabilitative a little bit and tries to help people get their lives straightened out.
Another reminder for people too, a lot of times when we're looking at cases and we're doing the news side of things, we go to social media first, and now the law does that a lot as well. Things you post on there can be used in court, correct?
Well, I've said that repeatedly on this show, and
I know. I want to remind people of this.
If you put something electronically out there, or you text it in your phone, it can be retrieved and people can find it. I mean, we know from Hillary Clinton's situation that they're just after all these emails, even if they're not relevant, they're after everything.
Yeah.
And that can happen to anybody right now in today's technology. I mean, our office, we can even, in a divorce case or a child custody case, subpoena phone records and get texts between the people.
Yeah, definitely something to be aware of there. All right.